Real Madrid struggles continue as they lost to Manchester City at the Santiago Bernabeu yesterday by 2 goals to 1, with Nico Oriere opening the goal scoring for Manchester City and Eden Haaland scoring the second goal for Manchester City through a spot kick. Rodrigo equalized on the 26th minute and it was over for Real Madrid. Now, uh, before yesterday's game, it was deemed as a last match for Xabi Alonso. If he lost that game, he will be sacked. But I don't think yesterday, when you look at the game, the momentum, the temperature of the game, everything about the players' reaction, and everything shows that the players really, really want Xabi Alonso to stay. They are fighting for Xabi Alonso. All the players yesterday were putting in all their effort to make sure that they get something out of that game. It was just like it was not their day, and then Manchester City is a bit better than them. Now, when you look at in the first half, I think in the first half was a game for Manchester City, whereby they controlled the game, they dominated the game, they created the most chances in the first half. That is Manchester City. And Thibaut Courtois yesterday was one of the most standout of the game. Then in the second half, when you look at Real Madrid yesterday, they started with their centre back pairing of Asensio and then Rudiger. Then Valverde playing as a right back, and then Carreras. Carreras yesterday had a magnificent game. Then in the midfield, they had Chouameni and then Jude Bellingham and Ceballos. Then they had Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., and then Gonzalo Garcia yesterday. So when you look at the forward, Gonzalo Garcia was not actually seeing the game because he's not getting the true passes in that midfield. Then Vinicius Jr. had a really, really terrible game yesterday, and the most dominant of all was Rodrigo. Now, Real Madrid in possession, they play three backs at the back in possession, with Ceballos running the wing backs and the wing back, and then Carreras. But in the second half, Real Madrid came into the game. They grew into the game. They were creating some really good chances. I think the final third was the problem. Rodrigo was really good yesterday, magnificent. His passes was very spot on. But Real Madrid were just not good in the final third. They should have at least gotten a draw out of that game, but. They were so bad. So, looking at the entire game yesterday, I must say that Real Madrid, I don't think they should sack Xabi Alonso. They should give him time. They should try and then support him with the materials that he needs, and then release some of the players that he think cannot work on a system. If you are trying to change your system, Real Madrid fans need to understand that this particular Real Madrid is different. They are now in a serious transition process whereby they are changing the entirety of Real Madrid system, how they want to play as a team. Unless, of course, they want to go into their old tradition whereby they sack Xabi Alonso and they bring in another manager that is another manager, which is not a coach. And Terry Henry explained it perfectly. There's a difference between a coach and a manager. There are some that are two of them, a coach and a manager as in general. There are some two that they are only managers, some two are coaches. Carlo Ancelotti is a coach, but he's not a manager. He's managing like his managing aspect is not that quite good. He's a coach that can coach a team into the system that he wants to play. And by Leverkusen, he was able to ensemble players and coach them into that monsters. In Real Madrid, he's already having players that have ego, players that are already elite. So to coach them into the way you want them to play is going to be a bit difficult. But you need to add a bit of managerial skills in how to manage those players, and that is the most difficult part of Xabi Alonso's job. So let's see what happens. But for me, I think Xabi Alonso should stay.